that essentially equate to there's four no's: no child rearing, no dating men, no marriage with men, and I don't know, can we say sex on here? I don't know. Anyway, sex with men. That's where the four B's come from, where women in South Korea are saying no to those four categories. And that's where the B's come from, because all those words start with B. So if people don't know, South Korea is a very patriarchal society. It's very conservative. So what you typically find in the country is they have very defined gender roles, where usually the man's the head of the household. If the woman is working and maybe she has children, she quits working and stays home to take care of the family, take care of the household. And what we're seeing is that oftentimes those women are, even if they try to go back to work, a lot of companies will not hire them because they have kids, because of the work culture in Korea. They cannot go back to work. So they essentially have to make that decision that if I have kids, then I'm a stay-at-home mom. Another component of their culture is like community and family. So oftentimes the parents, whether it could be his parents, her parents, will often move in with them, the couple. So what ends up happening is the woman ends up taking care of the kids, taking care of the household, taking care of the in-laws. And that puts a lot of stressor on women, because now they've been stuck in this role that they can't really get out of. And what you're seeing with Korea is a lot of the same issues we're seeing here in the West. The cost of living, difficulties finding a job, is making it harder and harder to want to have kids. In fact, Korea has the lowest birth rate in the world at 0.7. For them to sustain their population, they should be having an average of 2.1 kids. The government has tried to throw everything they can at women and incentives, subsidies, and it's not working. And I think what's helped with this movement kind of spreading now, what we're seeing in the West, is I think the last few years, a lot of people have gotten really interested in Korean culture, and I think that has allowed it to spread. And that's why you're seeing kind of the push, and that's why I think it's really awesome that you're doing these lives. We can create our own 4B movement over here.
So proud of you. I'm so glad that you're making a big reach. It's a lot of us out here in New York. I'm trying to build my New York community with the West 4B movement. So if anybody's from New York, you can definitely follow me. We gotta, especially what's going on with this punching in the face thing. It's absolutely disgusting. So we have to make community and make sure that we look out for each other. That Kim lady, I had wanted to speak with her, but it sounds like she's doing well. I just want her to know, listen, we out here raising little feminists. My daughter came on yesterday and she recited a poem that she got in trouble for her school called Bitches, because I'm raising a little feminist. They didn't expect for her to do
it makes me so happy to see, younger individuals, Gen Z, and even like you can already tell Gen Alpha is gonna be like, it just makes me so happy that the youth is learning these things a lot sooner, and that the lies are being lifted from society. And just makes me so happy that all of us of different generations are here and helping each other through this.
Okay, straight facts, no chaser. Thank you so much.
I just want to say something honestly. Like, listen, I understand 4B movement. It's big. It's gonna happen. It's whatever. But what I'm saying, I think a lot of people got me messed up in the comments, is that the government is going to go out their way to try to crush this, just like they tried to crush every movement. Like, just me being a government contractor at one time, I know how insidious the government can be when they want to get rid of something, especially taking away things. If you look at the way the Supreme Court is framed right now, for the foreseeable future, unless we get term limits, it's very conservative now. and they're going to do everything that they can to take away things right now. Like a lot of y'all may live in states right now where you don't have bodily autonomy right now. And I know you understand talking about a movement and all that, but they're literally, while you're talking about new movements, they're doing more and more and more and more to take away female body autonomy. So what I'm
So,
saying right now is
wait a
when you
minute.
have
So
that
wait a minute.
movement going that strong, the
So wait,
government,
sir, wait a minute. Sir,
because I'm
can
just
you hear
saying
me?
this because our
Sir, can you
Okay,
hear me?
so
Can you hear
here's
me?
here's the
Straight.
thing. Women's voices, especially the hosts and mods, will be heard over yours. You're a man, okay? So, Supreme, go ahead.
This is what he's saying, that they're gonna take away bodily autonomy. Bodily autonomy has already been off the table. So the West 4B movement is saying, okay, no problem. Now that they're taking bodily autonomy off the table, our response, if we don't want to get pregnant, is to not have sex. Why is that a big issue? Are you saying that the government are going to make laws for women to sleep with men? The same government that says that the population is too much? The same government that wants for the population to decrease a little?
so what's gonna the government does not want the population to decrease. That is actually a lie.
How do you know that?
Our economy depends on replacing workers every year. We don't
This
want to
is why,
become like I'm just
sir,
saying
this is,
this. We
well,
don't
hold
want to
on.
become like Japan and have a population
Look,
coming back
straight,
because
hold
we don't have
on.
enough workers.
Do you not hear the host trying to say something?
not listening.
Do you
No,
need
no,
some Q-tips? Do you need to flush out your ears?
I'm okay. There's
Okay, so then
insults and insults.
if
That's
you
not
hear someone
bothering me.
speaking, sir, your voice isn't heightened here. In fact, you're not even entitled to be up in this dang panel. So if you come up here and you're brought up here, then you need to respect the rules.
Okay,
And
It's
that's
as
fine.
simple as that, right? Because men need rules. Men
Okay,
need regulations.
we need rules
So
and
we're going to
Interested in hearing what he has to say.
well,
If
guess
that's
what?
no, hold on.
No.
Here's the thing
Men's
about,
voices will not be emphasized more than women's, and especially not the host.
yeah, here's the thing, Mr. Straight Facts. And I don't understand if you have studied patriarchy, but I don't think you've studied it well. Patriarchy intersects with capitalism. Capitalism is all about the money. I'm sure you know that. Do you agree with that, sir?
absolutely.
Okay, so stop. If you agree with that, then you know that 56% of the American population, women are the workforce. Do you agree with that? Are women working, yes or no?
They are working, yes.
Okay, so would you say hold on, would you say that women contribute to capitalism? Do women contribute to the economy, sir?
Everybody does.
Wonderful. So if women are contributing to the capitalist society in which we live, and the economy as well, you are right. The United States government does not want the population to decrease. They don't want the prison population to decrease. There's a reason why in the past 10 to 15 years, more prisons were built than schools. Please believe me, the United States government is ready for male violence. And their remedy to it is to put their Amazon factories and all of their factories that they're shipping out goods for right in these prisons. And the men who decide to fuck with the money, the women who are contributing to their capitalistic economy, will be dealt with accordingly. So don't think that don't think that capitalism will side with you, a black man, over the money, because they don't.
Sure won't. And guess what, Straight? They're building a bunch of, not only are they built, yeah, men need to be worried about themselves because they're building prisons for y'all. Men, they're building, hold on. No, I'm not gonna, shh. You came up here to spread fear, but let me give you the reality of things. You already have literal wardens, all right, complaining about how many prisoners, right, slaves are being released due to good behavior, and how even if they have good behavior, they should be kept in prisons. Mind you, a private prison system that was built for men like you,
Yes.
black men. And let me just tell you this, right? Let me just tell you this. Their main target is black men. Of course, black women will suffice because of racism too, right?
Yeah.
But they are building more prisons because they know that men are gonna be super aggressive and violent.
Yes,
And
they're
so
waiting
they're
for
building
you,
new
Sarah.
ones. They're waiting for y'all to F up. And then because y'all are predictable, y'all are predictable as heck.
Predictable as fuck.
And y'all
Predictable as fuck.
y'all are on a script, right? Peasants and they look at y'all as peasants. Y'all are expendable to these men, okay? That are in power.
Joy, but wait,
always,
Joy, hold on,
and more
wait, so wait.
expendable than women.
Can I
Hold
ask
on,
you a
wait. So
question?
hold on, wait straight 1 minute. So they used your body in war. Now they're going to use your body for their corporations, and they're going to do it via prisons. So I want you to be froggy. I want men to be froggy on women because again, 1 minute. They are building more prisons than schools for a reason. They know that the more that women advance in this economy, men are going to be crazy, and we know that because look, every man that comes up here, you guys say the same shit. Oh, the government. But here's the thing about the American government and patriarchy. Patriarchy is not even good to men. It's not even loyal to men, especially black men. You guys don't even sit at the table.
Supreme, you know what?
They still got you in prisons in Texas picking cotton.
All right,
on a prison plantation.
Can I say something?
Well,
Can I say something?
Go
just
ahead.
I just want to say something like this. Listen, I have my own company. It's literally $1 million company. It's going towards $9 million in valuation this year.
Why would you be here with a bunch of bums?
What I'm saying is this.
That impresses other men. That don't
I
impress
literally
us.
started my own company to take myself out of that situation. Now, somebody said in their last comment that, the government, which is run by men, is building all these jails and stuff for men. That is true. But do you think for 1 minute that same government that is run by men is not going to do things to subjugate y'all as well?
They already have. We're not. Listen. We don't need. We don't need a man. We don't need a man. We don't need, sir. We don't need a man, especially a black man, mansplaining to black women. Majority of women in this space are black women. Okay, we don't need black men who had the right to vote 100 years prior to black women, okay? Because y'all gave no F's about us this whole time. Hold on. If y'all are so worried about what's going to happen when women participate in the West 4B movement and the government's going to react this way, the government's going to react that way, why don't you go to male spaces that are advocating for domestic violence, SA, reacting to women like us in violent ways, and stop them from becoming the slaves for the government? Right? If you care about the government's reaction so bad, then why don't you take you and your business and go teach those men how to be emotionally intelligent and how to start their own businesses and not to react emotionally unintelligently.
Because in my business, I'm busy sending a plethora of black men to college. Right now, we're at 152 that I've went to college. And college
degrees don't stop. That's not degrees don't make better men. There's a difference. There's a difference between being good at being a man and sir, listen. There is a difference between being good at being a man, according to patriarchy, and being a good man. Okay, you are teaching men how to be good at being a man and playing by a man's system to get social validation from men who are making more and have more control and power than they do. Getting a career and getting a degree and making money and getting a car is playing into whatever they want you to play into, and that's other men. This does not benefit women whatsoever, because you could have a billionaire with 50 million degrees, 50 million titles, and whatever behind his name, and he could still be an essayer. He could still be a P3DO. He could still be domestically violent.
Women, man.
Your whole entire nature created y'all to literally do so.
It's not to benefit women.
I'm sorry. A man told you that. I'm sorry that a man lied to you. By the way, male ideology is selfishness. Women's ideology,
absolutely.
Hold on. But that's not nature. You're not listening. It's unnatural, right? Everything that y'all men do when y'all create is unnatural. Y'all love to try to rig the system to avoid what y'all were actually created to do.
So everything we create is unnatural, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're the ones that take advantage of that unnatural build, correct?
Advantage where?
By participating.
If every single thing that we do if everything that we do comes at the expense of ourselves, more so than, say, even men that are black, right? Then take advantage of what?
So if the all right, so if the question, if that's the point, and everything is unnatural, correct? Like you said, that
There
we
to counteract the type of ideologies that are pushed on young boys versus young girls, and addressing all the questions that we have here, right? If they're willing to be honest, if they're willing to see that it's not just societal, you also have to admit there is biological things that play a part, specifically with young boys versus young girls as well. It just makes it worse when male ideologies are introduced, right? And then peer pressure from other young boys or men. And talking about how young men want to target those young boys very early on. It could be a strange man sitting on the corner, and all it takes is one interaction with a strange man that's misogynistic to completely, derail everything that you've taught your son.
And then you counteract that. And this is why I say this, because I noticed like the two other boy moms on the panel are, young moms. So it's you have to counteract that so like say if I'm about to give an example of this. So so I think it was okay that brought up the example about a man total stranger on the street telling your kid something. In that same moment, you tell your kid not to listen to that man. Period.
1 second.
You don't. It's not something that you just wait on. When those types of things come up, you have to nip it in the bud right then and there. That's one of the things about being a boy mom. When you start to see certain things that that can be quite detrimental to that child, their mentality and stuff like that, you have to nip it in the bud there. And you literally you can't be a pacifist mom. You can't be like, oh no, honey. No, you have to be like, no, that's wrong.
No, but the reason why we're here, the way how society is set up, girls are the ones who are adultified first. Boys are not. Boys are kind of raised up as infants. Girls are kind of raised up to be adults. And this is from when they're very young. Boys don't really get, boys don't really get that type of rough slap kick in the face when they're children like girls do. Girls kind of learn outright. You know what I'm saying?
Can I add something?
I would
you
say
can
this.
get to that. Sorry. The closest the closest boys that would ever come close to adultification at an early age is not within their own household. But it would be BIPOC men, especially BIPOC boys, especially young Black boys, when they venture outside of the household and they have to come in contact with racism. That where young Black boys are looked to be equivalent to a grown man by the ages of, 7 to 9?
7 to 9.
Yeah. So that is about as close as it gets, right? But still, when those young Black boys grow up and they become men, they start to see all of the quote unquote benefits for men in a patriarchy, to where they're willing to only fight for against racism because that's the only thing keeping them from the position of power that white men have had throughout their life.